Hello, my name is Austin, and I am currently actually going through the Section 508 certification program. And one of the things I thought was kind of interesting for this particular video would just be to share some insights from the program so far and kind of talk about some strategies that can be used to screen for accessibility. You know, one of the most common things you can do if you're just trying to make sure that the text can be read is to highlight the text, make sure it's not an image. You know, generally on most web pages it's not, but if you can highlight individual text, generally that means it can be read by a for text to speech or a screen reader. When it comes to screen readers, they're really looking at the heading level, so it's really important to use a screen reader to test the web page to make sure that the heading level is correct. You can also, when you're looking at the web page, you can click the tab button, and the tab order generally is the focus order for the screen reader as well. And it should really be the same visual layout order that you see on the screen. You don't want to see the tab jumping around to other columns or down on the page and top on the page. You really want it to be going in a linear fashion that is logical, because that is the way the screen reader is conveying it to the user. In addition to that, when you're tabbing, you can also use Shift Tab to go back. And it's important to make sure that when you tab, you don't enter a keyboard trap. This means that you're basically stuck in a certain element where you can't get out of it and go to, let's say you can't tab to a different section on the website. If you're locked into only one section, that means that the screen reader is unable to provide access to the other section. So that's a real issue. So you really want to make sure that you're not being locked into something. This can especially happen when you engage with content and then try and go back. So keep that in mind. The last thing I want to mention is when it comes to the focus order. A lot of websites right now use hidden, options where if you suddenly select an option, it pops up with additional content. And you want to make sure that those sliders are accessible to the screen reader as well. So you want to make sure you're selecting things. Sometimes even a website will have something pop up automatically to show more options or selections that you can provide. You want to make sure though that those things occur in a way where everything is read out by the screen reader, so that user is able to experience and interact with the website the same way anyone else would. So I hope these tips were helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend.